Alright guys, welcome to this first video in the STOCKFLIX original series called My Story, Your Story. So all the other videos on STOCKFLIX are more training videos. This one kind of sets the groundwork. Hey, where did I come from? Where are you coming from? Where did the software come from? And stuff like that. So that once the framework is laid, then it kind of makes more sense when we go into training videos. So let's just jump into it right now because I don't want to waste your time. So seeing here what this video will be teaching, a brief outline is we'll be going over my story, how the training band was created, why did I create this software, and your story, because again, you are involved in this. So how to get the most out of this video, watch with no distractions and take notes if needed. So make this screen full, take up the whole screen, and we'll jump into it right now. So my story, I'm going to start from the very beginning, but I'm going to make it short because I know I don't want to waste a lot of y'all's time. If you're in this software, you most likely already know my story, but if you don't, I'm going to quickly share right now. So I was sick one weekend when I was 16, and I stumbled across a documentary on Amazon Prime. I actually, when I was making these slides, tried to go back and find the documentary, but I can't find it, but I promise it was there. So it went over a bunch of different people, and it was how they became billionaires. So it was someone who was creating AI and trying to make humans live forever. Someone who was trying to get to Mars. And then the last person they featured was Warren Buffett, this investor who sat in his chair all day and made billions of dollars. And so, of course, I was like, I'm not smart enough to do AI. I don't have enough money to launch a rocket, but I think I can start investing. So that was something that kind of I gravitated towards. Then I went all in on learning fundamentals, right? Because that was what Warren Buffett did. He read the ratios, he read financial statements, and all the stuff like that. So long story short, it was stressful, right? Like this guy in the picture, that was me. Because I was like, okay, I know this ratio does this. I know this ratio does this. I know we read this statement to learn this. But at the end of the day, it didn't help me pick better stocks. It didn't help me find any great stocks. And it didn't actually give me any more confidence in the company that I was trying to invest in, right? So it didn't really help me out. Then I moved on to day trading because I wanted something faster and more tangible, right? Like the ratios are like, okay, it's cool that this does this, but I want to see something on a chart. I want to see it and understand why it's working. And because of that, that's why I kind of moved into day trading for the idea of patterns, for something that's tangible. So that's why I got into that. Now here's an example of one of my first trades. My first trade with real money. Again, I traded for about 6 months on paper and I had it nailed down, but this was my first real money trade. And you may be like, Austin, wow, that stock is amazing. Yeah, it's amazing if you got it from here up, but guess where I got it? I bought it right here. So it went up for a second and I was like, yes, I'm making money. I was ecstatic. And the next thing you know, it dropped. It just tanked. And the hard part about this is I was using my parents' money at the time because I was under the legal age of having my own broker. So I was using theirs and I lost their money and it was just detrimental to my trading and investing. And I was like, okay, I'm done. So then I moved into swing trading after a while of trying to recoup and stuff. And I found great success, right? I was swing trading great. Like I would buy the lows, I would sell the highs, and it was working great until the crash of 2018, in February 2018. Then I wasn't really ready because I didn't know what to do in a crash. These stocks weren't going up anymore, and that's how I made money. So I was kind of in this rut. I was like, okay, I know I can make money, but I can't make money right now. How can I make money right now? And that's kind of was like, I don't know what to do next. And during the crash, I got into options trading. I learned about options trading. And for those who don't know, options trading is more of a day trading thing, but it works well when markets are crashing. It works well when volatility or the volume in the market is high. Again, I'll be discussing all those topics in other STOCKFLIX videos, but for now, you just need to know when the volume is high, options perform well, and that's why I did really well in that for a while. So after a while of day trading options, I kind of got burned out because you have to day trade every single day. You have to deal with those losses. You have to wake up early. You have to create a plan. All these things that entails going into day trading, all the research all the time, and still second guessing and not always making money was something that was hard to deal with. And because of that, I kind of burned out. I was like, okay, I'm done. And so I kind of just took a break for a bit. And that's how we got here. I was like, okay, I need to recover. I need to take a break. I need to understand who I am as an investor and trader, and then I'll get back to it. right? So during this time, I was listening to podcasts and lectures online, right? So I was listening, I forget the exact name, but they are, I think it's called Stock Market or it's something weird like that. No, it's called the Stock Show or the Market Show, Money Show. That's what it is, the Money Show. Sorry about that. And they provide a lot of great lectures on investing. So if you're ever interested in that, definitely check that out. After that, I started putting pieces together and I started to learn the importance of trend following, right? The podcast that I was listening to, the Chat with Traders podcast, one of the millionaire futures traders on there was discussing the importance of following the trend. And I never really heard that term before, the trend. I heard breakout, I heard value investing, I heard fundamentals, but I never really heard the word trend. Again, I heard of trending, right? You hear trending on social media. But when it comes down to a stock, I was like, what exactly is trend following? And then so that's kind of when, boom, it exploded and I learned what trend following was. It is not necessarily buying the very bottom, not selling the very top, but learning when a stock has momentum, learning when a stock is about to take off and investing in that before it does. And the reason why I had this big epiphany, this big breaking point, was because I looked at all my past trades and I was losing money because I was trying to catch the bottom. I was trying to catch the top. I was trying to get the exact breakout point. And then I realized where I was making money in my past trades was when I was following the trend, when I was going with a consistent trend. And so that's kind of how this all started. So how the trending band was created, right? You're like, okay, Austin, what is this algorithm that the software is based off of? Why does it work? How was it made? We're going to get into that right now. So again, you can see here, this is a chart of the S&P 500. The blue line there is the 200-day moving average. So this is what is regarded as the industry standard for telling trend. What I mean by that is all people in the financial sector know what the 200-day moving average is in regards to stocks. And they know that when a stock or whatever they're trading is above it, that market is bullish. When it's below it, that market is bearish, right? So that's kind of how the financial sector kind of breaks away the bullish and bearish ideas. And I was like, okay, that works. But the problem with it is yes, you can trend up when it's above and then down when it's below. But what about all these points here that screwed me up, right? Where it goes below the line and then jumps back above, causing a bunch of false breakouts. Whoops. I was like, that is not something that has happened. Like, there has to be a way to get rid of those false breakouts, or at least limit those false breakouts, right? Because we have here, right? All these false breakouts that would trigger you to lose money. And I was like, there has to be a more sustainable way. So how the trending band was created, it kind of takes out those areas of error. It takes out the false breakout points so that when it gets above this band, it's statistically proven to be higher. It statistically says, hey, this stock is actually in an uptrend. Now is the best time to buy if you want to make money to the upside. So that's kind of how we got this trending band idea from, right? If it's above this one, it's going to go higher. If it hits this top line, it's overextended, it's going to crash. If it's inside, it's called a range bound market, meaning that it's just going to go up and down. And then you have down trending, and then you have the support here, so you know where exactly to dip buy stocks. Now, again, this is all explained, I think, in the Technical Analysis 101 video that is already up on STOCKFLIX, so definitely check that out after this video. But that is how the trending band was created, kind of how it was formed. Now, again, the initial idea came from Mike Turner, who manages an investment firm or fund in Austin, Texas. So again, I can't take all the credit. I was researching, what do hedge funds do? What do investment funds do for following the trend? And I kind of got this idea from him, and then I programmed it and I changed it and I made it kind of more of my own. And that's what we have now. So again, this is the trending band. It shows you when it's uptrending. It does prevent you from future crashes. Like this here was the crash of 08-09, and it would have got you out way before the crash, and then got you back in sooner. So again, the trending band works. It's statistically proven to work. Back tests have been run on it. It's literally a hedge fund level strategy, and that's why I am so enthusiastic about sharing it with you guys, because I have students who use it. It changes their life. It helps them know exactly where to buy, where to sell, and it helps them profit with ease. So that's why this software is built off this system. So after a lot of researching and back testing, I also found the best performing stocks that work with this approach. So what do I mean by that? Okay, so you know that a strategy works, but a strategy is only half the battle. You need the right stocks. When you combine the right stocks with the right strategy, that's when you see those exponential returns, right? So if you have a great stock, you're obviously going to do well. If you have a great strategy, you'll do decently well. When you combine them, it's like the holy grail. So that's kind of how I found. I also learned the best places to set stop losses to generate the greatest returns in the safest way, right? When I was playing around with back testing, you can be like, all right, set the stop loss at this percentage, let it run, and then you can kind of see the P&L return. And I played around and I got the best, or semi the best, stop loss rating for each stock, and I just found the way that it works after using it for a while. And again, I put this to work with my students in my course that I was selling, and it worked tremendously. So that's why the software built of this. I saw a need for this trending band through my Instagram because people kept asking me the same questions. I don't know what stocks to buy. I don't know where to buy. When is it actually a time to sell? Like, do I sell it? Do I hold it? And I was getting all these questions over and over. I was like, man, people don't actually know the best stocks to buy. People don't really know when it's time to buy, and they don't know if they should. Okay, they're like, Austin, I have this stock. Let's say I bought it years ago, or I got it from a company when they were giving me some vesting. Or one that I heard recently is, hey, my dad died and he left me these shares. What do I do with them? Are they sells? Do I hold them? And all this. And this answers all those questions. And so when I saw that, I was like, guys, I can help you out. So I didn't want to let the genie out of the bag or out of the bottle. And so I started selling a course with the trending band access for $697. Anyways, we ended up having over 200 students in that program, all making amazing returns with ease. So all the students were doing great. Their risk was lowered and they just felt more confident because they know what to do. And that's kind of why I was like, okay, this is a real deal thing, right? It works, and not only works for me, but it's working for all these other people. These people who are in different countries, different walks of life, who like different types of risk management. It all works for them. I have day traders and the group who use this band. I have swing traders and the group who use this band. Options traders. I have investors because it shows you exactly where to dip buy and all these amazing things, right? So on one of my monthly Q&A calls with them, I realized that I was using the same process to analyze every stock. I realized that this approach is very systematic. So why am I having to do it all? When I have to give my time into something like this course, I have to charge a super high price because my time is valuable. But I was like, wait, if I'm doing the same process every time, I can put it into a software and then make it super cheap so everyone can access it. Boom, right? Like if I can put the system and what I'm thinking in a software, then it's done. I mean, I have to manage some monthly fees, but that means I can keep the rate of how much the price is super low so that almost everyone can have access to it. And that's when it triggered my brain. What if everyone could know when it was the best time to buy? What if you could know what stocks you need to buy? And I was like, yes, this is the answer. Boom, right? The second time we're going to use that GIF in this slide because it's so appropriate. Not only was I excited that it could save me time, but I also had the chance to give everyone access to the strategy. To me, this was a huge deal because everyone in the financial sector keeps everything a secret. That's one of my biggest problems with the financial sector. Why my Instagram is so large is because I use everyday common words, common terms. I talk to the average person when the financial sector knows the stock market is not that hard. Investing is not that hard. Trading is not that hard. But they use words. They use complex algorithms and strategies to throw you off, to make you feel like you're not smart enough, to make you feel like you can't do it by yourself without hiring a $5,000 financial advisor for 2 hours, right? They make you feel like you can't do it yourself. And that's why I get really in the nice words, pissed off about it, because the financial sector investing is so easy and people can take control of their finances, can change their life, their family's lives, if they just learn how it works. And it's in very simple terms that I explain and talk about this. That's why I created STOCKFLIX, my YouTube, and all this stuff to explain in a simple way how you can invest, how you can grow your money, and how you can change the life of yourself and your family for generations to come. So again, like I was saying, I was pissed off, right? Until Austin showed up and was like, mic drop, let's change the way the financial sector works. And the reason why I have been here is because I've been told by my friends that I'm a lot like him in my personality. So I was like, let's do him. Anyways, so, why did I create the software again? It was to answer those questions for people. I don't know what stocks to buy. I don't know where to buy. I don't know if it's time to sell or hold, whatever. At a click of a button, like that fast. I mean, not that fast, it loads a bit because we do a lot of data on the back end, but you know what I mean. So your story, how does this affect you? What does this mean for you, right? So some of the biggest challenges for people starting is having a strategy that works, knowing what stocks to buy, market psychology, and emotions, right? These are some of the biggest pain points that I see a lot of newcomers have. So really, they get stuck at a strategy. They get stuck at not knowing what to buy. Once they have a stock or they have a strategy that they think works, then comes the market psychology problem, and that's kind of where the emotions get tied in. You start investing with money, and then you start losing, and then it kind of defeats you, and then it kind of goes into a revolving cycle. So this software solves your problems, right? Not only that, the training this software provides is incredible, from the knowledge base to having a help desk. So guys, your story is this. Maybe you were confused. Maybe you were lost. Maybe you didn't know what stocks to buy. Maybe you didn't know when the best time to buy was. Maybe you were so consumed in your emotions, scared to invest because you're afraid you're going to lose money, or something like that, right? Like you want to change your life, but you didn't know how to. And now this software is changing. It's flipping the page in that book, bringing you to a new chapter in life, and it's showing you don't have to be stressed about this anymore. This is not your problem. The only thing you need to be concerned about is now following a strategy that works and actually investing when it says buy. And that's when it comes down to the emotional and psychology aspect. That's why we're going to be having some videos on that here in STOCKFLIX. I'm also trying to get some psychology experts on this STOCKFLIX video, so it kind of helps you out. But yeah, guys, so the knowledge that this course provides will help you skyrocket your learning and then boost your returns. So I hope that really helps you out. Anyways, what you should be doing right now, using the software to know what stocks to buy and where, right? We have the portfolio creator, which you take a quiz and then it assigns you stocks based on your risk profile. I am updating those stocks on a weekly to monthly basis so that you can like retake it if you want, and it'll be updated with the best stocks at that current time. Also, again, you have the stock analyzer, which is the main portion, right? You type in any stock you want and it shows you where to buy, where to sell, with a statistical edge to profit, right? It helps you profit and it's amazing. Watch all the training videos and read the knowledge base as needed, right? This STOCKFLIX video training is for you. It is to teach you. Like, I really hope that you can take this video and I really want to keep these videos short, straight, and to the point to teach you something new. And so I want to go at it from a common sense perspective where you can have your son or daughter age 8, 10, whatever, sit down and watch this video with you. It might be entertaining and they actually learn and understand, right? It's all about improving your financial situation. Until you learn, you cannot earn. So guys, I really encourage you to start learning and watching the rest of these training videos. At the end of the day, you need to trust the system and process you are following, and the system and process works, so you should be fine. Also, enjoy your life knowing that you will get an email notification if anything goes wrong, right? So I was like, before, some people are stressed out because they constantly have to watch the market, right? They have to jump on their computer and see what it's doing. They have to see what their portfolio is doing. They have to pull out their phone and they have to be like, okay, what is the stock market doing? Because they're afraid that if they don't watch it, it's going to crash, or they want to see how much money they're making, the emotions of it all, right? Well, you don't need to do that. Honestly, it leads to being feeling defeated from watching the market all the time. It makes you tired from staring at a screen 24/7, and it's just not the way to enjoy life with your family, doing the things you love with your friends and stuff like that. That's why we have email notifications built in. So your story changes from having to stress and worry about this 24/7 to knowing that you are now notified if anything in your watch list or portfolio changes, and then you can make the adjustments accordingly without having to watch the market 24/7. Yes, we are trying to implement text alerts, so that's coming soon too. What I'm saying is spend time with family because this software does everything. This changes your story because now you have control over your investments, which means you will want to save more, you will have time to spend with your family and other amazing things. Right? I hope you enjoyed this video. Last thing, I'm a firm believer that once you learn how to invest, once you feel confident in that, it changes the rest of your life. The confidence that you have with managing money then leads into confidence in other areas of your life. You become more you become more confident in your social interactions. You become more confident with your friends and family. You become more confident at your job because you know that you've mastered something that is really hard to master. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. This is definitely one of the longer videos, but again, we're going to get into some awesome trainings here, like the technical analysis 101, the risk management 101, and some other amazing topics. More to come. I'm talking with CPAs and other investment advisors as we speak to hopefully bring them on and give you some other training as well. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video.